It's the Tell Me Something Good podcast.
Because we believe that there is still good in the world.
Hi, I'm Lori Gray.
And I'm Rob Joe. We talk about the good things happening at Christ United Methodist Church here in Greensboro, North Carolina.
And we have a little fun, too.
We're so glad you're here.
Rojo, you ready?
Yeah, let's get this show on the road.
Or podcast.
Yes, let's get this podcast on the road.
Well, hello, Rojo.
Lori Gray, how's it going?
I'm good. Are you exhausted?
We, I think collectively are all running on fumes right now.
It's only Monday.
It's only Monday of week 1 of week 2. So, this week is Bible school and annual conference. And then y'all go to the mission trip. So, I guess I have like sympathy tiredness for you. I'm tired because I have a Bible school group. You're tired because you're going to be on the mission trip next week.
Yes. I'm trying to cram everything that I need to do for 2 weeks into 1 week with, some pretty rough personal stuff going on too. So but today was a lot of fun. I walked up to the gathering space this morning and all the volunteers, it was overwhelming in the best way.
Sure. Yeah.
It was an incredible amount of volunteers. Mm-hmm. And we can't, I told one of them today, I was like, she was thanking me for, and I said, well, I didn't do anything for Bible school this year, but I said, we can't pull this off without the volunteers.
Oh,
There's
no way.
No way possible.
Yeah.
It is, Crystal organized it and she wrote the curriculum and Amy, helped get volunteers. We can't pull this off without our volunteers.
Unless we're going to have a Bible school for 10 kids.
We can just have Bible school for ourselves. That'd be good. But so how many, I have no idea how many children we have this year.
I think that the number I saw at one time was 130. Okay. But that could have, gone down or gone up based on, it probably didn't go up necessarily, but it might have, right around 130.
Well, the kids look like they were having a great time. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what the dancing thing is that's going on in there. I caught a little bit of that. And the crafts look like so much fun. Yeah. I didn't even go in. I didn't even ask you, tell me something good, because we're just going to talk about Bible school, because that's good.
It's something good for sure.
It is a big something good, and it's going on for 4 days of just nonstop with the children. But they look like they're having a great time.
Yes.
And the drumming, like Amberly was doing the drumming in there with them. A couple got really excited about that.
And our drama team has put together some really, I have seen a skit before, obviously, but this one was so wonderful.
They do a great job.
And it was all like movement based. It wasn't really speaking lines, which was really cool.
Oh, I didn't walk down there today to see that. I was so busy in my office trying to get things done that I walked down and I saw the marketplace and of course popped into the snack room, but as you have to do, which we're also very grateful for all the volunteers that bring in all the food to feed all of our volunteers and leaders and stuff. It's just a great thing, and it's nice to see it back to almost pre-COVID. Yeah. I think prior to COVID we would have about 230 kids.
Wow.
Yeah, it was huge. But anyway, it was really cool to see. So I think at least that's my something good. Although Pastor Nikki's sermon yesterday was awesome.
That was wonderful. It was so good.
Yeah, and just as Morris says, her delivery is so lovely. Mm-hmm. So in case you missed the sermon yesterday, you should go back and listen to it. But she was talking about good-hearted people and how they share God's goodness. Yeah. And they do that in, she talked about 3 of many ways, but the 3 ways that she was discussing were serving in the community, doing justice, and being kind. Yeah. And those are 3 of the biggest, just with us here at our church. We are very mission oriented.
Sure. Well, and in reference to one of the 2 scriptures that she preached on, but Micah 6:8, which, many of us know, and it loosely says, what does the Lord require of you? And it goes on to answer and say, to seek justice, to love kindness, and to walk humbly with God. And so she, in many ways kind of broke it down into simpler, maybe more relatable terms, and just helped us understand that, being good-hearted people is not something that is necessarily hard. It's just
It's
something
not a
we have to
hard
work
thing.
at. So
Yeah, it's something, on those days when you're super tired or you've just had a bad day, and can be hard to remember to take a breath and be kind. And,
sure.
And remember who's standing in front of you and be present with them. That's important.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you're present with somebody, it allows you to be able to do all those things
Sure.
much better. So yeah, yesterday was another great day at Christ Church. And so we're doing Bible school the rest of this week, and then you're leaving
Thursday, like late morning, I would say.
Yeah.
And so the 4 pastors will be attending annual conference as part of their job responsibilities. But then there are those of us who've been elected as delegates, whether at the local church or the district level, to go and to sit into some
So what's your
meetings.
What's your role there?
So our friends at the district office had emailed and just asked if I'd be willing to go as a district delegate, which I don't think it's that much different other than just, well, I think that my job is the same as a church delegate, so someone coming from Christ Church on behalf of the church. I think that the only difference is just that each district is allotted so many representatives, and then
Right.
each church is allotted so many representatives,
yeah.
delegates. And so, although I am always representing Christ Church,
Yeah.
I'm specifically representing the district
That's
at
awesome.
this. So there'll be, some business meetings, some special worship services. So of course there's like opening and closing worship, but there's
Mm-hmm.
also a service of celebration of clergy that have passed away in the last year. There's a retirement service.
There's
and
the
then-
ordination.
and then, of course, like the big and the one that everybody really, gets excited about. Of course, all those worship services are meaningful and have their place. But the ordination service is when we get to officially, welcome in all these new members of the clergy community, I guess.
And we have one,
Yes.
Pastor Katie.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna. Yeah, her ordination. That's Saturday night.
Saturday
late,
evening.
Yeah.
So, as soon as Pastor Katie is officially commissioned, and take a couple photos, probably, and then.
Oh no, you're taking more than a couple. I
Well,
was talking to her mama today. She said that you were gonna be there because I won't be there.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm very sad because I didn't want to be there, but I need to be here getting packed up for a mission trip. So I can't. So I was telling Marilyn today, I was like, I really, y'all got to send me pictures. And she
Yeah.
said, Robert's going to be there. He's
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
be in charge of taking pictures. So I'm excited to see those. And then, so the mission team, so you're leaving Thursday. And of course, Katie and her dad have a huge role in the mission trip. Like
Sure.
of course, Katie's the youth pastor currently and has been going on this mission trip for, now I can't remember how many years, but a lot of years. 18 years?
I don't remember.
I don't
but
remember
a long
either.
time.
A long time. And of course her dad. And so the mission team is leaving on Saturday. They have packing night on Friday night, which I'll be here for. And then Saturday, they leave Saturday morning. And then I guess Katie and Britt and JD, Katie's husband, will head down to South Carolina. Are they going Saturday night or Sunday?
Probably Sunday
Sunday
morning.
morning. Yeah, and so I'm leaving after church on Sunday, and I'm taking down I'm taking Abby with me, and then her friend Caldwell.
Yeah.
So the 3 of us get to ride. I'm driving
be
one of
fun.
the big vans down.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That'll be
so,
fun.
yeah, that'll be fun. I drove one back the last time I went, halfway back because Amy got tired, so I took over and was driving, and so I'm excited to have some time in the van with Caldwell and Abby.
Yeah, that'll
to
be so
catch
fun.
up with them, and then to get to hang out with all the youth, which I think I mentioned before on here. When I went in 2018, I was terrified of the youth. I thought they're going to get on my nerves and I might kill them. But they were awesome, and I was sad to leave them.
Sure.
But I still, of course, get to see them. And one of the girls that was on my site in 2018, she's now coming on as a young adult leader.
Okay.
And so we have to make sure, because it's so hot, we have to make sure everybody stays hydrated.
Sure.
And to make sure that everybody stays hydrated, the way we do that is to make sure everybody's going to the bathroom.
Sure.
And it's really hard to keep track of when you've got 10 kids on
Yeah.
your site, or I think we had more than that.
Oh, wow.
But And so I put a chart up on the porta potty and made people put tick marks by it.
Yeah.
And we had a contest to see who could go to the bathroom the most.
Sure.
Because it was like to get them to drink. And this one, I'm not going to mention any names, but we called her Tinklebell. And she would not use the porta potty. I'm like, you are going to explode.
Yeah.
But I mean, she was fine, but just so funny. But we on our site, everybody got nicknames.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, I know it'll be a great time, and y'all will make a huge impact on the community, as the church always does when we go down.
It's going to be hot. It's going to be so hot. We have one roofing site and then 2 other kind of roofing sites. And then we're taking a porch off of a house and rebuilding it.
Okay.
And we've got a team that's going to go to 3 different houses and rebuild some steps. I can't remember what else we're doing. But anyway, it's a lot. Well, we don't have our sites yet. We find out Wednesday night. We have our meeting.
Nice.
So, yeah. So we have that. And then we come back from South Carolina mission trip, and we have Pastor Samuel's last day is the 30th, or his last day preaching.
Sure.
And we're having a reception for him. And then we start our summer series.
Olympic Faith.
Sunday, yeah. Well, we do that, and then our small group.
Our summer series. I'm sorry. Yes.
Demystifying Disability.
Yes.
Which runs through the end of August 25th. Okay. But yeah, we're also, so this is kind of fun.
Yeah.
We're going to kick off a new worship series on the
first Sunday of July.
Yes. And Olympic Faith. And so if you're listening, you need to be watching social media for some teasers, right?
Yeah.
Maybe. Have you worked on that? Or not really?
No, I haven't gotten a chance to work on it yet, but it is definitely on the checklist for this week, is to get some good content together. We as a staff last week, after we filmed our segment for Tell Me Something Good, we all dressed as Olympians, I guess you could say.
Loosely.
Athletes. We don't want to insult the Olympians by calling ourselves them. But
I don't think that was really what we looked like.
We dressed in athletic gear and just put together some good things, not only for worship, but also to go on social media as promotional material. So very excited about that.
Yeah, well, you posted a picture of us in the church bus, which, I love riding in the church bus. And then, of course, I posted just one of Katie and me, and so many comments. Like, what are y'all doing?
Oh, my gosh, what's going on now?
And it's going to be fun.
It'll be great.
It'll be a good one. So what else do you have going on? Anything? I feel like that is a lot. We have just talked about a whole lot in just a little bit of time.
Yeah. I think that's kind of the main key points of what's going on this week to get us through until next week.
Yeah, we are. So before I forget, a week from today, we're going to start having popsicles on the playground with Christ Kids. So that's fun if you have children or grandchildren and looking for something fun to do with them. Monday morning.
From 11 to 11:30.
Yep. They have popsicles and a little devotion and playtime and prayer time, and it's always really sweet. It's fun. And we get popsicles too on staff if we want them. So anyway, another little plug there for something going on. Anyway, we've got all of that. If you want to learn more about Christ Church, you can visit our website at christgreensboro.org.
And if you have any questions about anything we've talked about or just things that you've thought about, you can feel free to give us a shout. You can email us at info@christgreensboro.org.
Yes, we would love to hear from you. We can talk about almost anything, right? Right,
there you go,
Joe? We talk about all the things. And so next week, before I almost forgot about this. So next week we're gonna try this. So you'll have to bear with us. But starting Sunday morning at 9:05 on the radio station, hopefully, Crocs and Socks we're gonna have 2 podcasts coming out. So Crocs and Socks will be every day at 9:05 and 3:05, I think. But they're gonna record from South Carolina, and it'll be kind of a South Carolina mission trip update. But on Monday night, you're gonna call in.
Yeah.
And we're gonna record our podcast together with Crocs and Socks.
Yeah. So our kind of traditional Tell Me Something Good time and podcast will have even more goodness in it because we'll have Crocs and Socks with us next week.
And I'm sure a lot of laughing.
Lots of laughter.
Lots of laughter that we love so much. So anyway, all that goodness is coming your way. So be sure to, check us out. Be sure to listen to us on 101.7 FM. If you miss us, you can go on our YouTube channel because the podcast will all be there as well.
Yeah.
So and it's YouTube/@CUMCGSO. Is that right?
So yeah, I believe so.
Okay. Anyway, so I almost forgot to tell them about that, and they would have gotten on there and been like, "What is this chaos?" And now they know.
Now you know.
Now you know what's going to be coming at you next week. Okay. So we hope you have a great rest of your week, and we hope that you'll be listening to us and hear all the goodness coming at you next week.
All right, everybody. Talk to you later.
Bye.